Hello there. It's been a while, hasn't it? Perhaps we've never met before. Either way, I want to share something with you today. Something that has changed my life, and might change yours. The wisdom of Stoicism and the 5 principles that can help us master our time. The clock ticks, moments pass, and before we know it, days become months, months become years, and we ask ourselves, where did all that time go? I don't want that to happen to you, or to me, or to anyone else. We all have dreams, goals, and passions, but they all require one common currency: time. We're all time travelers, aren't we? But the question is, are we the masters of our time, or are we simply being carried away by its inexorable flow? Now, let's discuss the first principle, the dichotomy of control. This compelling concept, a testament to the profound wisdom of the ancient Stoics, was eloquently championed by Epictetus. Have you ever stood at the edge of the ocean of existence, feeling the raw, unfiltered weight of the world bearing down on you? Have you ever felt the earth beneath you shift and buckle under this invisible burden, threatening to swallow you whole? If so, this principle, this Stoic doctrine, can be your lifeline, your beacon of light in the tempest. The dichotomy of control, as the Stoics so sagely understood, challenges us to divide the world into 2 distinct spheres. The first sphere encompasses the things we cannot control, vast and unpredictable like the ocean's expanse. The second sphere holds the elements within our grasp, smaller perhaps, but resonant with the power of personal agency. Consider the tale of the sailor. There he is, alone in the vast, roiling sea, subject to the whim of nature's fury. The storm thrashes, the winds howl, and the waves crash against the hull of his tiny ship. It is a terrifying spectacle, isn't it? A weaker sailor might fight the storm, attempting to wrestle with the elements in a futile battle. But what would be the fate of such a sailor? Utter exhaustion, defeat, and ultimately surrender to the storm's mercy. On the contrary, the wise sailor, imbued with the understanding of Epictetus's philosophy, follows a different path. He knows that the storm, in all its wild and chaotic glory, is not his to command. Instead, he focuses on what lies within his dominion: his sails, his rudder, his own resilience and courage. He turns his energies towards these, adjusting his sails to the wind's rhythm, guiding his vessel with the storm, not against it. Our lives, too, echo the sailor's journey. We navigate our own personal storms, the storm of public opinion, the tempest of economic downturns, or even the sudden squalls of our daily lives. How easy it is to be swept away, to be consumed by these forces, and to fight them, often in vain. But just as the sailor does not command the storm, we cannot control the world's ebb and flow. However, not all is lost in this chaotic sea. What we do control, my friend, is how we react to these events, how we adapt to their onset, and perhaps most importantly, how we choose to invest the invaluable currency of our time. Within our grasp lies the power to navigate our course through life, to seize the helm and steer ourselves towards our chosen destination. Our challenge, then, is to embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. We can cease to pour our time, our energy, our very soul into futile battles with the uncontrollable. Instead, we can choose to concentrate on what truly matters, on the realms where we can make a difference, where we can effect real change. This takes me to the second principle. Virtue is the sole good. At first, you might grapple with a question: what indeed does virtue have to do with time? Yet as we delve into the depths of this principle, it becomes clear that the ripples of its meaning extend far and wide. The Stoics held virtue aloft as the highest form of excellence, the beacon of light in the obscurity of life, the one thing that can truly grant us contentment. Picture yourself at a fork in the road of your life. One path leads to pursuits that don't kindle your soul. The other trail, narrower, perhaps more arduous, leads to actions that resonate with your core values. The former is a path filled with yes to things you didn't want to do, a path of compliance and regret. The latter, a journey of courage, wisdom, justice, and purpose. When we start questioning, is this action virtuous? Does it align with my core values? We undergo a transformative shift. The foggy window of our lives becomes clear as we sweep away the clutter of time-consuming distractions, paving the way to our true path. Virtue, then, is not just a moral quality, but also a compass guiding us through the ceaseless tides of time. Moving on to the third principle, live according to nature. Stoicism, in its divine wisdom, advocates for a life in harmony with the universe's rational and natural order. It urges us to embrace reality, to accept the world in its authentic form, devoid of the varnish of our desires and fears. Just as a bird doesn't yearn for the moon when the sun rises, it sings its morning song, reveling in the breaking dawn, living according to nature. What does this signify for us, you wonder? It speaks of understanding and accepting our natural rhythms. Are you a lark, greeting the day with zest, or an owl, thriving in the tranquil blanket of the night? Recognizing when we're most productive allows us to ride the wave of our natural rhythm, mastering our time instead of being slaves to it. As we sail further, we encounter the fourth principle, premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization. It may sound as though it's shrouded in pessimism, but let's unfurl its true meaning. This principle encourages us to envisage the worst-case scenarios. By acknowledging the clouds on our horizon, we ready ourselves for the coming storm. It's not about inviting anxiety or fear, but reducing their impact when negative events occur. It's akin to a dress rehearsal for potential challenges, a mental simulation that imbues us with resilience. Furthermore, it makes us appreciate the tranquility, the serenity, and the free time we have now. It's a call to make the most of the present, to sip slowly the sweet nectar of existence. The fifth principle, Memento Mori. Remember that you will die. Within those words lies a profound contemplation, an invitation to delve into the depths of existence itself. It is a stark reminder of our transient nature, our ephemeral presence in the grand tapestry of life. To some, it may appear disheartening, even morbid, but beneath the surface lies a transformative force that beckons us to embrace the fullness of our existence. In the pursuit of this philosophical concept, we are urged to confront the fragility of our mortal coil. It is not a call to fear, but rather an illumination of the undeniable truth that time slips through our fingers like grains of sand. We are not meant to cower in the face of this realization, but to harness it as a catalyst for meaningful action. By acknowledging the finite nature of our journey, we acquire a newfound clarity, an urgency to manifest our aspirations and unearth our deepest passions. Like a steady heartbeat echoing the cadence of our mortality, each passing second reverberates with significance. We are not granted an infinite reservoir of moments, but rather an intricate mosaic of fleeting instances that merge to form the tapestry of our lives. It is in this mosaic that we must discern the hues of significance, distinguishing them from the monotony of the ordinary. Time, this intangible commodity, surpasses the allure of material wealth. Gold and diamonds, while coveted by many, pale in comparison to the temporal currency we possess. Time is a fickle companion, indifferent to our desires and ambitions. It is both a benevolent gift and an impartial arbiter, dispensing its fleeting moments with impartiality. Thus, it is incumbent upon us to recognize the value imbued within each passing moment and seize it with unwavering determination. When we fully embrace our mortality, a transformative shift occurs within our consciousness. The ephemeral nature of our existence inspires us to evaluate the trajectory of our lives. It impels us to abandon frivolous pursuits and trivial preoccupations that offer no lasting fulfillment. Instead, we are compelled to engage in endeavors that resonate with the very essence of our being, endeavors that give rise to purpose and authenticity. Moreover, Memento Mori beseeches us to reflect on the legacies we wish to leave behind. As time unveils its unwavering march, we are reminded of our interconnectedness, our place within the grand tapestry of humanity. It is through our actions, our contributions, and the profound impact we have on the lives of others that our existence echoes beyond the confines of our mortal coil. In the face of mortality, we are impelled to ask ourselves, what mark shall we etch upon the annals of history? How shall we be remembered? So, my friend, that's it. The 5 Stoic principles that can help us master our time. They've helped me, and I hope they'll help you too. Remember, we are the authors of our own stories. The question is, how will you write yours? It's time to pick up the pen. Let's make every moment count.